Chapter 14 The Boycott.
When the leaders of Makkah saw that their plan had failed, they grew even angrier. The followers of M had escaped to Ethiopia. M himself continued to call people to goodness in the streets of Makkah. Nothing they did seemed to stop him. So they decided on a new plan. They would cut off M and his entire tribe from the rest of Makkah. No one would sell them food. No one would buy from them. No one would marry into their families. No one would speak to them. They wrote down their decision on a piece of parchment and hung it inside the Kaaba. Then they forced M's entire tribe to leave their homes and live in a narrow valley on the edge of the city. The valley was surrounded by rocky mountains. There was only one narrow path in and out. The leaders of Makkah posted guards at the entrance to make sure nothing got in. M and his tribe had no choice. They gathered what little they could carry and moved into the valley. For 3 long years, they lived there against their will. The days were hard. Food ran out quickly. There was nothing to buy and no one to buy from. The guards stopped any supplies from entering. M and his tribe ate leaves from trees. They ate the skin of animals. They ground dry bones into powder and mixed it with water just to have something in their stomachs. At night, the sound of hungry children crying echoed through the valley. Their mothers had nothing to give them. Their fathers could do nothing to help. Some kind people of Makkah tried to send food in secret. They would load a camel with flour or dates and chase it towards the valley entrance. The camel would run inside, and the hungry people would take the food, but these moments were rare. Through all his suffering, M never stopped his mission. During the pilgrimage season, when people from all over Arabia came to visit the Kaaba, fighting was forbidden. He would leave the valley and go to the crowds. He would call people to goodness. He would tell them about one God. He would ask them to care for the weak and the poor. Most ignored him. Some mocked him. A few listened. But M did not give up. 3 years passed. The leaders of Makkah began to feel shame. Some of them had relatives inside the valley. They heard the cries of hungry children. They saw how much their own kin was suffering. One by one, they spoke out. "This boycott is unjust," they said. "We cannot let our own people starve." They went to the Kaaba to tear down the parchment. When they looked at it, they saw something strange. The parchment had been eaten by tiny insects. The leaders took this as a sign. They announced that the boycott was over. M and his tribe walked out the valley. They were weak and thin. Their clothes were torn. Their faces were pale from years without enough food, but they were alive, and M's mission continued.